The clock on my car dashboard read 8,000 for 7 p.m. Another Friday night, another long wait. The humid air of Victoria Island clung to me, thick with exhaust fumes and the distant hum of generators. I watched the corporate buildings' glass doors, my heart heavy. This was not the Amaka I fell in love with, the one with laughter that could cut through Lagos traffic. This new Amaka, she was a stranger, trapped in the harsh glow of office lights. When she finally emerged, almost an hour later, the sight hit me like a blow. Her shoulders were slumped. Her usually vibrant Ankara blouse looked dull, clinging to a body that seemed to have shrunk. Her eyes, once sparkling with ambition and joy, were now shadowed, sunken. She managed a weak smile, a practiced mask. Sorry, baby. Big presentation tomorrow. Had to tie up some loose ends. She said it every week. Amaka. My Amaka. We met at Unilag, young and full of dreams. She wanted to conquer the advertising world, to leave her mark. I was proud of her drive. When she got the job at Synergy Marketing on Victoria Island, we celebrated with plates of hot suya and palm wine. We envisioned our future in Lekki Phase 1, a beautiful home, maybe a family. But the dream, it was turning into a nightmare. The late nights became common, then daily, then weekends. Her phone buzzed constantly, even during our sparse dinner times at home in Lekki. I would try to talk to her, to ask her to slow down. Amaka, this stress is too much. You need to rest. She would wave it off, sometimes a little impatiently. Tunde, I beg, it is just a phase. We are understaffed. It will get better when we hire Bola's replacement. But Bola's replacement never came. I started noticing the small things. Her skin, once glowing, was duller. Lines etched themselves around her eyes, not from laughter, but from worry. Her beautiful natural hair seemed thinner. She would wake up exhausted, even after sleeping for 8 hours. Sometimes she would fall asleep on the couch almost immediately after getting home, a half-eaten plate of yam porridge beside her. I tried everything. I would cook her favorite food, pepper soup, hoping it would soothe her. I would suggest a drive to the Lekki Conservation Center to see the canopy walk, or a quiet evening by the beach. She would agree, but then work would call. Or she would be too tired. Next weekend, bye. I promise. But the next weekend brought the same story. I felt like I was battling an invisible enemy, one that was slowly but surely stealing my Amaka away. The resentment started to creep in. I loved her, still did, with every fiber of my being. But watching her wither, watching her deny the very obvious toll this job was taking, made me angry. Angry at her, angry at the company, angry at myself for not knowing how to fix it. We had not been intimate in weeks. Her energy was gone, her spark extinguished. Our dreams felt like distant echoes. One Saturday morning, we were supposed to meet Aunty Funke to discuss our wedding plans. A big step. I would plan to take a boat to her place in Surulere. Amaka promised she would be ready. I waited and waited. An hour passed, then another. Her phone went straight to voicemail. I eventually went alone, making excuses, feeling the shame and the anger burn. Aunty Funke just sighed, a knowing look on her face. When Amaka finally called, nearly 4 hours later, she sounded utterly defeated. Tunde, I am so sorry. I fell asleep at my desk. I am really sorry. My anger deflated, replaced by a cold dread. She did not even make it home. She was sleeping at work. This was not ambition anymore. This was a prison she could not see. That night, back in our apartment in Lekki, the silence was deafening. Amaka sat on the edge of the bed, refusing to meet my eyes. I could not hold back anymore. Amaka, look at yourself. You are fading. This job, it is killing you. You slept at work, Amaka. Wetin be this? Is this the future we talked about? Is this worth your health? Our future? My voice cracked, raw with emotion. She flinched, then finally, slowly, turned to face me. Her eyes were glazed with tears she would clearly been holding back for too long. I, I do not know, Tunde, she whispered, her voice barely audible. I am scared. If I slow down, I will fail. They rely on me. What will people say? After all I have worked for, the words tumbled out, a dam breaking. The pressure, the fear of judgment, the relentless pursuit of perfection. I sat beside her, pulling her into my arms. Her body felt small, fragile. You are not a failure, Amaka. You are strong. You are enough. This job is not you. We will figure this out together. But you have to choose yourself. Choose us. Choose your health. Please. I held her tight as she sobbed, releasing months of pent-up stress and fear. The Lagos hustle had pushed her to the brink, but tonight, she finally let go. The journey will not be easy. I know that. Tomorrow, she will talk to HR or start updating her CV. It is not an overnight fix. But tonight, for the first time in a long time, the Amaka I knew, the one with that fiery spirit and contagious laugh, felt a little closer. We will face the traffic, the deadlines, the expectations. But this time, we will face them together. Because some things are more important than any job. Our love, our health, our future. That is the real success.